Hey, everybody, it's that time again. It's time for drinks with Dee Dee.
And John.
Yep, that's me. Love you.
I love you.
Mean it. You look great. You look like
great.
Valentine's Day, actually. You got your red scarf, you got your red lipstick, you got your red hat. You got red accents on your...
Skirt.
Is that a skirt? It's all one piece,
Well,
though,
it's
so
all
isn't
one
it
piece.
a dress if it's
but the
one
bottom,
piece?
yeah, you're right. But the skirt part of the dress, it kind of makes sense. But it's got a lot of shapes and sizes. It's really cool.
It's
Psychedelic. It's
cubic.
Latin.
Yeah, not cubic. We just saw a gentleman in Indianapolis that had the quintessential Laugh-In shirt. It was like,
yeah.
If you don't know what Laugh-In, and I knew he would, because I looked at his shirt and I said, you know what I have to say? He said, what? I said, sock it to me. So he knew. He said, isn't it funny we remember Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In and we can't remember breakfast?
Good point.
Kind of the sign of age. Anyway, we've been everywhere, man.
We've been everywhere, man.
We were in Nashville, had a wonderful, wonderful time
Oh,
in
my
Nashville.
goodness, yes.
Jamie and Brittany, they had their beautiful wedding. And during the
Oh,
actual
my gosh.
ceremony, gorgeous, no rain, no hail the size of my fist. But as soon as I did, it came down.
And
My
we ran.
gosh.
One day we didn't run, but we walked really super duper fast because it was coming. You could feel it coming. And sure enough, it was baseball-sized hail.
I've heard about that, and I never really believed
Oh, yeah,
it.
I've seen it.
Never really
Indiana,
believed
you
it.
get it.
So these actually look like the not the Cone of Silence. That's Maxwell
bocce
Smart.
ball?
The Fortress of Solitude, like on Smallville.
Oh,
you know,
right,
how the
right.
big jutting ice thing. Well, it was obviously on a smaller level, but this thing was truly somewhere. It was a little bigger than a baseball, and not quite as big as a softball. But it was laying there in the grass, and a guy said, "Go over there, grab that, and I'll take your picture." I thought she had lost like a magnolia blossom off of her hat or something, because that's how big it was. And she went over and grabbed it and took a picture, and I thought, my God, that is one of those hail balls.
Yeah.
Hail balls?
Well, just hail.
Hail. That's one of those hails.
And if it would
That's not
drop
right.
and hit you in the
Grammatically
head,
incorrect.
that would not be good.
Oh, well, he said, yeah, I'm going to take your pictures, and let's get out of here because we don't get hit with one of those things. But the reception was in a beautiful, beautiful building at the Quarry.
Kind of like a barn, but a fancy one.
Well, and then outside of it, they had a clear plastic tent. Which was really great because it would rain on and off,
You
and
can
I
see
mean
it. See the weather.
big time rain. So they did a great job of keeping most of the rain out of the place where all the people were, it was really good. So we saw some friends, saw some people I haven't seen before. Got to introduce Dee Dee to Jim Moose Brown, who wrote. He's a wonderful keyboard player, but he wrote 5 O'Clock Somewhere. So that was
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yep.
And it was so nice. Jamie and Brittany, months ago, said, we'd love to feature your moonshine at the wedding. And they sure enough did, because
Sure,
when we
they
got
sure
there,
enough did.
it was at the very top, and they made like signature cocktails, or at least Jamie's, with the moonshine. It was fabulous. So
It
thank
was
you for
it was
that.
great. You have your
Revenues
phone. I'm
Reserve.
going to send a picture to Tony right now, so
Yeah,
that
it
he
was really
remembers
cool.
to include that, to incorporate that into the podcast, so you can see it. So it was great. Everybody had a wonderful, wonderful time. She was dancing with the kids, right? So she's the certainly the tallest child in the room.
I always worn out by the but they, kids, they don't stop. They're
Well,
on,
neither did you.
They go on and yeah.
Didn't people
Eventually,
say,
when-
forgive the question, but how old are you? I think they were like,
Pretty much.
what in the world? How are
How do you keep
how are
up
you
with
doing
those little
that?
ones? I don't know.
I don't know.
But they were sweet, and it was really great.
I'm going to send a couple pictures. Keep talking, baby. I'm going to send a couple pictures too. Oh, I'm the one that has the video of you dancing with the kiddos.
Yeah.
I'm going to find the moonshine.
So we had a great time, and we're trying to get golfing again because most of you know we really love golf. But today it's cold. I mean,
It was
it's
rainy.
like 50s, and it's rainy, and there was no reason to rush to play golf. It's not going to happen. But
No.
hopefully tomorrow and the next day, and then we're going to head west again. It's very exciting.
We're going to have what?
We're going to head west again.
Okay. Oh, yeah. It is exciting. But this time, we hear that train a-coming,
It's coming round
rolling
the
around the
bend.
bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since. There you go, baby. So we're going to actually take the train. We're going to. That's not the right song.
That is the right song. I don't know why you say that. It's
Do
one
do
of those-
do 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 do.
That's what I
do,
did.
do. No, you did do 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 do. You did that song. Have a time now. Together now. Somebody tell me what the name of that song is. But that's different than do 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 do. It's very
That's
close.
what I'm singing.
No,
Well, I like it.
I
that
like it
song.
too. But it's
I hear the train a coming.
It's rolling around the bend. So we're going to go up to Kansas City and
And
get
see
on
our
the
friend
train.
Rob
We're going to see Rob Carson.
And John
Love
was
Rob
on
Carson.
air with him today, and it was really a great repartee.
Yep. And it was hard on my end because I had an echo for some reason. So I'd say, "Hey Rob, hey Rob." So I'd have to try to ignore the second me and listen to what his questions were. So if you happen to
That is
listen to the
hard.
podcast or you listen to his radio program and you wonder why was John interrupting Rob all? Well, it was difficult. It was hard to do, but it was a lot of fun.
So we spent some time in Indianapolis too, and we stayed at the Conrad. That was really great.
We did.
Went
We
to
ate at the Capitol Grill. Had wonderful. What did we have last
Clam
night?
chowder.
It was great. Clam chowder was great at the Capitol Grill, and people were very nice. But it was a little chilly last night too.
Oh, my goodness,
We were
it
hoping to
was.
get up, and I was going to get up and run this morning, but that wasn't going to happen because it was probably when I got up, it might be 50 degrees, and I know that's not. I mean, certainly there are people right now
Yeah,
that
but
are
if you only
dealing
have
with
shorts and
much
this
colder.
shirt, it's
I only
cold.
have shorts and a t-shirt though, so you know.
Not enough clothes for 50
No, and we
degrees.
have to. We're going to. We're going out west because we have. We're going to see a wonderful show.
We're
Think you
going
remember?
back to Cali.
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 Think you'll remember we were in Palm Springs not that long ago. We saw Ruta Lee's show, and I think that was kind of her, kind of a dress rehearsal.
Kind of a warm up.
Yeah, kind of a dress rehearsal to warm up for what's coming next week. So we're going to go see that show, as well.
And Dee Dee One is hosting.
Dee Dee One is hosting. She is the owner of the Hollywood Museum, where the Dukes exhibit is.
It's there now.
And
I'm going to
also
go look at it again.
Herbie, yeah, I want to look at it too. But who's going to be there? We were remiss. We left a little thing on
Sorry.
on the last podcast. We dedicated the last podcast to Ruth Buzzy. Ruth was a dear friend, and she was wonderful. She was in, of course, Rowan Martin's Laugh-In. She was had a wonderful comedic duo with another friend of mine who's gone, which is Dom DeLuise.
Oh, here,
But
baby.
but we
It's her
great.
90th birthday. I didn't even know that.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
And she looks
but-
great. Holy moly.
She does. But we wanted to say we love you, Ruthie. You're fantastic. And prayers to Kent Perkins, her husband of many, many years. We love both of you. The reason I'm bringing this up is another alumnus from Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In is none other than Joanne Worley. Ooh, Boris, right? And she's going to be there. And I've not seen
Other
Joanne.
people on there that.
Other
you
people
may
on
know.
here.
Performers.
Really, you can make me try to
Take a
read
look.
that.
I can read it.
Ann
Ann
Jillian.
Jillian, you know
Oh,
her.
terrific! I know Ann Jillian.
I
Yep.
even know her.
Joanne Worley.
Yep, know her.
Fritz Coleman. Oh, fantastic. Charles Herrera, Bruce Villanche,
And there was one more.
and
Jer
Jerry.
know
I'm
that
not
name.
sure. Jer.
But we'll
Ring.
find out. We'll know
Anyway,
after the show. I'm sure
It's
they'll
going
all
to be a lot of
wonderful.
fun. There's the
Beautiful.
picture. So if you happen to be in Los Angeles, where is it going
I
to
don't know
be?
if it's public or private.
Oh, it's probably not. It's at the El Portal Theater, 8:00 performance, and there's going to be an after party. And
Yeah, I think that might be.
this
a
is
private
her
party.
90th. It's
Don't
her
crash it.
90th birthday. But I tell you what, this
She
woman
looks
is a
amazing.
professional after party thrower. Oh yeah, it's going to be great.
And she was wonderful with the Purple Room in Palm Springs.
Is that what it's called, the Purple
She
Room?
was amazing.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I'm sure this will be even better at this.
She's one of those folks that sings a song, and even though you've heard it, like "Fly Me to the Moon," she'll sing Sinatra kind of stuff, and you'll swear that she's writing it on the spot. You know,
Then she tells stories.
yeah, and she tells stories in between. But she's one of those people, as they say in the biz, she owns the music. So it's really, really great. Look her up; you'd be shocked. She's on every
She was on
television
Andy
show.
Griffith.
She's on
She was
Andy
on
Griffith,
Wild Wild
on
West.
Mannix, on the Wild Wild West, on MASH. She'd been on everything. She was not on Dukes. It's the only thing she wasn't on.
But the Oak Ridge Boys were, and
Pow,
shared
pow,
Elvira.
Papa, bow, bow. Yeah,
Hi.
Richard Sturban.
Oh, silver away. Is
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, I got it right. Oh, good.
You did. You got it right. So I just did a video for the
Flat River Band.
Flat River Band. I almost said Flat Rock because the Boar's Nest was on Flat Rock Road. But I just did a video for the Flat River Band, and they are doing. They have done a duet, a song, "Leaving Louisiana in the broad daylight." Oh, you never have it. I don't know all those words, but that's the song that the Oak Ridge Boys sang at the Boar's Nest when they got caught in Boss Hogg's Celebrity Speed Trap. So they've redone that song, and they're doing a video where I'm calling on the phone, kind of like the CB, where I'm calling on the phone to the bus and telling them, look, I hear you're going to go try to spend some time with Uncle Jesse. If you're going to do that, you got to be careful, because if you go 1 mile over the speed limit, they will put you in that Boar's Nest, and you'll be there for the next 46 years like the Oaks have been. So it's pretty fun. Going to be a lot of fun. I don't know when that video is going to come.
And honey, real quick, what
do
was
you know
the
when it's coming
celebrity?
out?
No. What was
Okay.
the celebrity speed trap?
It was a speed trap for celebrities.
I know, but maybe some people don't know.
Do you know?
On Dukes of Hazzard, they would catch celebrities in a speed trap, and Boss Hogg would make them perform at the Boar's Nest.
To pay their fine. Yeah.
I think that's so clever.
I think it's great. Yeah, so we're probably going to do that on the Earls of Perry. In fact, I'm sure
should.
we are. And the first band that we're going to have caught in the speed trap, of course, the Flat River Band. Why not?
Do they know that?
They do. I told them that
Oh,
as they were
good.
leaving.
Oh, wonderful.
I said, you're going to be the first
They were very
ones.
sweet. And the video will be cute.
And they're
It'll
brothers,
be
so the
great.
harmony is beautiful. It's wonderful. Their harmony is great.
So that was fun.
So that was Nashville. Nashville was a great time.
And we went to
we
Kid
didn't
Rock
get to play
Bar.
golf. We went to Kid Rock's
The
big ass
big-
honky tonk.
Steakhouse.
And
It's
is it a
big long
steakhouse?
name.
Big ass honky
No, it
tonk and
says
steakhouse?
Kid Rock's big ass honky tonk steakhouse.
Really? I
Yes.
don't know. It was all that.
Yeah, it
.com. Anyway, that was a lot of fun.
And you enjoyed visiting with him. I did too.
I
at
did.
The wedding.
Yeah, we didn't see him that night. We saw him the next
Yeah,
night. We saw him at the wedding. Yeah.
Brittany looked gorgeous.
Great guy, fun. Oh my gosh, Brittany. Well, you see the pictures there.
Mm-hmm.
Just show these pictures at random, Tony. But
And Bobby's a nice
Brittany
guy.
was
And they're
beautiful.
friends. You know, they're all great.
yeah, yeah. You know, it's funny. He's both of them, both Jamie and Kid Rock are, you know, they're larger than life personalities on stage, but they're very,
They're quiet.
I would say, quiet and calm and
Yeah.
very unassuming.
John's a loud one of those three in a good way, but he is. You are the effervescent extrovert.
Gregarious one.
Yes, for sure.
We've been playing with words here today, so we're going to use big words like
We're using
gregarious.
Big boy words.
Big boy words. I can use them in a sentence, but I cannot spell them.
That's okay.
No, it's
That's what the
okay,
phone's
right?
for.
That's
what Siri's
that's
for.
right. Don't say that name. It'll stop our timer.
Oh, shoot.
My gosh. I just discovered something today, and as we had lunch at Mad Love, we didn't even come home yet, but we were
We
hungry.
went right to Mad Love.
We were going to do this podcast from the excursion, but it's a diesel, number
And it's
one.
just loud
And
and-
it was not going to work out very well. But I heard a song, oh gosh, Jimi Hendrix, not Old Joe, but we're listening to a song. And it might be Old Joe. Look it up. And part of it was ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, ba-ba-bum. Right? And then I thought,
American woman.
oh, that's interesting too.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Well, this was it is exactly I want a whole lot of love. Give me fool. I can't sing
And if
Robert
you're
Plant.
ever in Madison,
Sorry,
you have
but
to go to
that's
Mad Love.
well, you got to go to Mad Love. But that is Led Zeppelin. Wanna give you my love. Like ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. That exact lick, and that was, I think, 76 that exact lick. I freak out about things like this.
American
That's why
woman.
I call you on that melody you sing. That exact lick was on a Jimi Hendrix song in 1966. So I quick and which one of these were first? So I like to catch things like that. That's why da 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 is not da 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 da. Try it again. Go. Now you're singing what I'm singing. That's not what you were singing.
I have been doing it the whole time.
No,
I'm telling you.
you just wandered into it. You wandered in. No, You. Anyway, what's happening in the world, Dee Dee? What's happening in the world is great on one hand and just terrible on the other hand. We were reading about the couple who was about to be engaged next week that were assassinated for being Jewish.
In our United States Capitol.
Right there in
Coming out
D.C.
of the Jewish, I don't remember exactly the name of it, but basically the Jewish museum.
The museum,
And there was a meeting or whatever. They came out, happy, the sweet young couple. And this jerk, horrible murderer,
Came
out
up
and
like
was
he knew
boom,
them, though.
boom.
Like he knew them.
Hey, how you doing?
Because there was a
Boom,
witness.
boom.
A witness saw it. He said, "Free Palestine."
Unbelievable.
Bang, bang.
And then free Palestine. Okay, buddy. Make a poster. Don't shoot someone.
My God.
Oh, it's terrible. It's very upsetting.
If you want to exercise your freedom of speech, that's
Great.
what it is.
Go
It's
for it.
speech. And if you are supporting Hamas, and God, I hope you're not watching this podcast and supporting Hamas. But if you are, that is your right. Wave a flag, scream, be an idiot somewhere. But don't take someone's life.
So upsetting.
And, in so doing, you've taken your own. You've rendered yourself.
You're in
You
jail
have now.
forever, you're
You've
gonna get
removed
killed.
your freedom of speech. You removed your freedom of anything.
I think they've got electric chairs still in certain
I think they
states.
do. And if not, I got the electric suit. If you wear it in the shower, it will hurt you. So, what in the hell are people thinking? What is that going to do? And this is random. These are two lovely people who were apparently going to get engaged next week. Now, I'm not sure how we know that,
Well, we know
because you would think.
No, someone told folks
Oh.
that this couple, they're a wonderful couple. He had the ring. He was going to ask her to marry him, and then he gets shot. And they're young. They're like 20 years old or something.
Yep.
Terrible. So in our nation's capital in Washington, D.C., and look, I've lived in Washington, D.C. It can be a little dicey, but not that dicey. That's horrible.
Well, everywhere can be a little dicey, but it seems to me that what's happening lately is people are just abusing what they think their
I think they've
freedoms
gone
are.
crazy. I think they've gone absolutely nutso. I mean, one
Well, and
thing,
then we've got, what's her name? I'm sorry, baby. We want to deport the woman. We want to get rid of her. The representative. I can't remember her name.
Oman,
Yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah.
And she refused to say this was a bad thing. She was like, "Well, we're not going to talk about that right now."
Yeah, of course you're not. But everybody else is, lady.
Please, God, take these folks who are
The squad. That's what
getting
they call them.
rid of innocent lives. Take these folks who are really the antithesis, is that right? The total opposite?
Yeah.
The antithesis of the
Our
American
country.
dream, of what our country was founded on what our country is. Please take them, shine a light on them so that they can be found by ICE like that mayor.
Oh, Lord.
My God. Assaulting a police, that's what it is. It's assaulting a police
Yeah,
officer.
got in a
I
fight
don't
with the
care.
ICE. Got in a fight with ICE.
I don't care
it's
what
their
you're-
fault, and it's racist, and it's wrong.
Oh,
and,
my God.
And they did it. It's like, okay. It's just nuts.
It's nuts. And now we've got President Donald Trump, who is he had a very direct conversation with the president of South Africa, right? And there are some people in South Africa that absolutely need asylum, and he is granting it to them. They can come to this country and they can become citizens of this country because they may die where they are. They probably will. This
They've
is what
been
he
threatened. White
Yeah.
bar. If they
Yeah.
literally say, if you're a white bar, we're going to kill you.
Yeah,
I
and-
wouldn't want to stay there either.
So now we've got all these the not so silent minority in the United States of America, the greatest country the world has ever known, calling Donald Trump now a racist because he is
Because they're white.
granting asylum to white people.
But they are picking them out as white people to kill. So there's
Yeah.
a reason. It's not random, like, okay, we're going to go Hispanic this week, Asian next week. No, I mean, they in South Africa, people are saying, because you're white and white farmers, we're going to kill you. Well,
Right. Well, okay.
or let's get out of here. I would too.
And I would
wanna come here
applaud. I
too.
would applaud Donald Trump for that. And you can't compare these. I think it's like 125 people. Forgive me if that number is wrong, but you can't compare that to the millions of people who were just let in to our country completely unvetted. Actually, we knew that many of them were bad people and let them in anyway. With the what's this pen they're talking about?
The auto pen.
The auto pen.
President auto
Yeah.
pen.
So who was signing these things? They're saying now they don't think Joe
Not
Biden
Biden.
was even aware.
Because they would just do an auto pen.
Yeah, but by God, what's that moron who's trying to backpedal with it now? We got people writing books. We got Scarborough saying, when I said that he was great, a lot of people have good days and bad days. I guess I just
Oh,
found him on a good.
stop.
Kiss my ass. You are so full of it. You made a horrific mistake. You sold your country out for your ratings. You sold your country out for your allegiance to a dying party. And now you're trying to make excuses for it. Why don't you, and forgive my chauvinistic saying, why don't you man up for a second? Why don't you grow a set
cold.
and say,
Spilling on me.
sorry, baby,
That's
say,
okay.
hey, you know what? I made a mistake. I knew this guy was not 100%. I knew this guy
Yeah,
wasn't
why
even
not just own up
30%.
to it?
Own up to it. But none of them are. They refuse. None of them are. And they still feel like somehow they are protecting their integrity and the integrity of journalism. Well, let me tell you something, friends. If you're a journalist, your job is to get to the bottom of things, find out what the truth is. Your job is not
Gee,
just
we
to
didn't
take
know.
what
Yeah,
Jen
sure.
Psaki said at face value and then go out and report it to your constituency. You're a journalist. You are supposed to figure things out. You're supposed to dive deep and figure things out before you open your big yap and tell people something that is patently false.
But I tell you who did
Oh!
this job, and nobody's giving him credit for it, but Peter Ducey. You know who Peter Ducey is from Fox News?
Mm-hmm.
Steve Ducey's son. So anyway, he would represent Fox News, and he asked 7 times about the president's cognitive ability. I'm trying to be nice here.
Look up at the green light, baby.
Trying to be nice here. So, but his mental state. 7 times. Ever said, well, nobody asked about it. Really? Well, he did. And he played it. So good for you, Steve Ducey.
Yep. He played it over and over. So why is it that the people, conservative folks, Republican folks, the people on the right, all noticed the cognitive decline, the physical decline of then President Joe Biden, and nobody on the left noticed? In
And now they're
fact,
saying he had cancer, which is even worse. And now he's like,
well, the last time he
aggressive
was checked was in
cancer.
2014.
No way.
That's what they said.
I know, but I'm just saying that is not possible. They check the president at least annually. There's a doctor on the premises at all times.
Right? Yeah, it's right in the same. It's in the White
Yeah.
House, right? So it's a doctor there. So there's no excuse for this, unless there were things that you did not want to see.
Well, of course.
You're so dedicated to your narrative that you don't want to see something
And
bad.
remember when President Trump just kind of slid down like a slippery slope? Of
Icy,
a
an
ramp?
icy ramp.
And
Oh,
he got it done. He got down there. Oh my God, there's something wrong with him. He can't even walk anymore. Oh, come on.
well, and they just tried a couple days ago. I saw something. He was in Saudi Arabia, walking down a hall, and he seemed to be walking a little, less than a straight line. There's no police
Well, it's
officer
probably
asking him
because
to
he
touch
doesn't
his nose.
sleep. He only sleeps
right?
like 2 hours a night.
My God. And they were saying, look, he can't even walk a straight line. We need to. This was before the cancer thing came out. So as recently as 4 days ago, they were still trying to smokescreen the health and the cover-up of Biden's health during his presidency.
And I'm going to jump on the Jill Biden bandwagon that I think was horrible that she let
Oh,
that
elder
happen.
abuse. I don't like Joe
Totally.
Biden. I never have.
Yeah.
But that's
I blame
elder abuse.
her almost more because I would never let you be in a situation where you're hurting yourself or people are abusing you or
That light's
you're
really
not
bright.
doing
Sorry.
well.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of pretty though. The light
Okay.
coming through our back
Right, and
porch.
it's and coming through your hat.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It almost looks like this is not green screen. This is we
Look at
just
that.
got home.
It does look like green screen. That's
It
why.
does. It looks like it's coming right through your hat.
But the sun's
If I
coming
turn
through.
my head sideways, it'll come through my ear. I'm kidding. But yeah, I think she's guilty. I mean, everybody's guilty of the
Horrible.
cover up. But she is
You
guilty
answered
of
all the questions.
Oh,
Oh,
good,
no, that was
Joe.
great. Oh my
Good,
gosh, it's
Joe.
the president of the United States. How do we even
in
get
Scarborough.
there?
This man
How
is
do we
sharp.
get there?
This man is on his game. This man is 100%. Really?
Well, on a wonderfully positive note, we are going to start the 50-state tour, the Happy Birthday America tour, July 4th, coming right up.
So we're going to do that. We are starting. It sounds like we're
July
starting on
3rd.
July 3rd. We're not. We're starting. The concert will start at about 11:30 at night here in Madison, July 3rd, and roll into July
July
4th,
4th.
which is, we got this from when they celebrated Mickey Mouse's birthday. We realized that 2026 is the actual
No, we know that.
250th.
We always knew that.
We are celebrating into 2026.
The whole year
Okay, so
leading
the
up
whole
to,
year. Now with Mickey Mouse, they celebrated the year up to and the year after. We ain't doing that.
No, that's
We're not doing that.
anticlimactic. We're going to
What you
lead
say.
up a year, July 4th this year to July 4th next year. It's
Yep.
going to be amazing. So, again, you all have given a lot of ideas. If you want to be a host, if you want to put an event together, if you want to do something, if you want to be a part of it, let us know. And we'll take a look. I mean,
Yep.
scheduling is the hard part for sure. But if we have friends on the ground where we go, that's a big help. We would love
Yep.
that. And
And
if
also-
not, just show up.
Some of the shows, like this show here, will be with the whole band. The Stars and Bars band
gonna
will be
be
here.
huge.
Keith Burns is going to be here. Cody actually has a gig somewhere else. But then the next day, can I tell you where we're going to be
Sure.
the next day?
Sure.
The next day, we're going to be in Dunlap, Tennessee. So actually, the afternoon of the 4th, evening of the actual 4th, we'll be in Dunlap, Tennessee. Whole band, Stars and Bars. I think Keith is going to join for that too, but certainly Cody will be there. Got a hair, like, you ever had one of those, just kind of,
Oh, yeah.
probably one
That's
of
the
my
worst.
one of my eyebrows. They poke me in the eye all the time. I'm trying to be better. Stop it. Anyway,
I
so
love
that's
touching
where
your
we
hair.
will be on the 4th. So some of the shows will be the whole band like that. Like I think we're talking about going back to Floribama and playing a couple of songs on the Florida side and then a couple of songs on the Alabama side to take care of those two states in one night. So that'll be the whole band, and on this side of the world, on this side of the Mississippi, it'll likely be the whole band until we get up around, I don't know, maybe New Jersey. So New Jersey, we're talking to. I just text my dear friend
Just
Wopat.
get old, boy.
Let's get old. I just text him, and this was her idea. We're driving in the excursion, and
But so is Floribama. by
and
way,
the,
just saying. And you came up with the places for Alaska and Honolulu. I mean, Hawaii.
I don't think Floribama was your idea.
It was totally my idea for sure. For sure. No, it was. It was my
for
idea.
sure. Anyway,
Because you
So-
said you had played there before, and I thought we can get 2 states done. That'd be great.
I didn't just say I played there before as a random thought. I
No,
said
but I
that so we
remember.
talk about playing there.
No, but I remembered you saying that. But anyway, it's all good. We're a team. So whoever
Right, and we're
comes up
talking also
first and-
to Tom. Excuse me, haven't talked to him yet. He doesn't text.
He does not text.
No, and if he does, it's like K.
And you might get him on
No.
the phone.
You get him on the phone easier than you get him
Well, I
on
haven't
text.
called you back.
But
Not that easy.
I didn't. Yeah. So anyway, what we're talking about whenever he talks back, we'll be doing our Christmas show in a couple of places around Christmas. I'm hoping for New Jersey, New York, and Wisconsin.
Johnny, it's cold outside.
Yeah, it's great. If you haven't heard the Tom Wopat, John Schneider Christmas album, Home for Christmas,
It's awesome.
it's awesome. It really is. So we'll do now that takes a whole big band. That's a different band. That's his band. That's a horn section and all kinds of really fancy stuff. My fingers are crossed. I hope we'll get to do that. But I just want to tell you that there's going to be the whole band version. There may be the Tom John and big band version. Then there will be the John and maybe Joe Hudson, my buddy Joe. I hope you're watching. Version where it's me and my guitar and Joe and his guitar. There'll probably be some John and Keith Burns shows somewhere, and it's going to be a lot of fun. There's also a dear friend of mine, Bobby. We're going to be in not Kid Rock. We're going to be who I'll be doing the show in Anchorage, Alaska, with, and it'll be fun. And Florida. I'm sorry, Hawaii.
Alabama.
Hawaii. As well.
And also, we're going to be really clever.
Are we?
Four Corners. There's a place
I'm
called
hoping I can
Four
put a. I'm
Corners.
hoping I can put a bar stool at Four Corners.
Yeah, the big band won't be at Four Corners.
No.
Maybe an instrument in state. Don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
going
get
to be
any
fun.
suggestions or venues or different things because we want to have the right and we want to catch the flavor and personality of that state because our country's wonderful, each and every state. Some may be more so than others, but every state counts and every state's wonderful. So we're going to go to every one of them and find some way to celebrate the 250th birthday, the sesquicentennial, which is a mouthful.
The Sesquicentennial.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what we're celebrating.
Right. No, I know. That's great. I can't wait. I think it's going to be a lot of
So,
fun.
honey, I wanted to
What?
bring up cyber signings because there's a gentleman that ask every week, "Are you ever going to do cyber signings?" And I don't even really know what that is. I assume like people say that they want a certain item, or how does that work?
We used to do cyber signings at the store at John Schneider Studios. So what that meant was for 1 hour, not every week, every couple of weeks, if you bought something, kind of like a telethon, if you buy something during that hour, then I would sign it.
Okay.
Because at the store, if you buy a DVD without a signature, it's one price. You buy a DVD with a signature, it's another price. You buy a DVD with a signature personalized, that's another price yet. So that would save you save a lot. It would save $40. But I'm not at that location anymore.
Well, you don't have to be at that location.
No, I kind of do because we'd send them out right away too. That was a part of the big thing. I would sign it while we're talking. Oh, Dee Dee wants To Die For, so I'd sign To Die For and say, look, there, Dee Dee, To Die For. So it kind of, we need to have, go get one of those shirts, Luke. We'll get one of those. It was a lot of fun.
Well, I would think in the future we'll do that.
I hope so.
Well,
I think it'd be great.
Thinking of Hazard, by the way. So Hazard,
Who was talking? Who what?
Well, I'm thinking if you
Oh, you're thinking
if
of
you
it.
had the same setup, which we've been talking about, the same setup that was in Louisiana, moving to Hazard, Kentucky.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
deal.
Oh,
And
then
it'd be doable,
absolutely.
yeah. But also something else about Hazard. A lot of things going on there for us. But also, we're going to have the John Schneider summer movie season.
Oh, that's right.
Whatever.
Starting soon.
Yeah. So it's going to be starting with Stand on It.
Stand on It, Poker Run, To Die For, right
Die For's in the
around. Stand on It, To Die For the 4th of July, because it's always 4th of July at my house. Poker Run, and then a little bit later, maybe we'll do Christmas in August. We'll show Christmas cars and then show Christmas cars again around Christmas time. So that's exciting for us. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you're anywhere near Hazard, then please come out and see them. The movies are going to be shown from a DVD, though. I'm not sure where my, it's called a DCP. You don't need to know all this, but there's a hard drive when you show a movie in a movie theater. It's called a digital cinema package. And somewhere in all the moves, the DCPs for those films, they're in a box somewhere. And maybe Luke will find them, maybe not. I hope so. But it's still going to be great. It's going to be great. And our dear friends there in Hazard have agreed to do this. It's going to be wonderful. And then we're going to film there, of course. Can't wait. Can't wait. Did you get in touch with your friends tonight to tell them you're not doing a comedy show?
After the show, after the podcast.
Oh. She's going to break her friend's heart.
No, I'm not, because he gets a part in the show. He's going to be very
Tell him
happy.
now.
Wait, he's not going to see. I'm going to text right after. He'll know. Before everybody else. It's okay. I'm not kidding.
You're
He'll
not
be
kidding?
thrilled.
He will be thrilled, of course.
No,
Who wouldn't be thrilled?
He'll be great.
He'll
And
be swell.
you'll be great.
You'll
be
I can
swell.
tell.
But we've got big traveling to do because again we're going to take the train out west and then come back at least to Kansas City. It's going to be fun, and we kind of want to do part of the tour as a whistle stop. So we will. Wow, well done.
I did Sound of Music.
The hills come alive.
I can't do
The
it.
sound of music. Can you do that part? Oh.
No. I can't do it. I'm raspy because at the wedding the other night I was singing high. They had a great like 70s band, so I'm singing with Earth, Wind and Fire music and
Boy,
stuff.
they
I'm
were
like,
so good.
I can't sing anymore.
They were awesome.
It'll be fun though.
Another scam that's
Awesome
come up.
sauce.
Another scam that's come up because you try to bring it
Oh
up
my
every
God!
week.
The more we preach against these things, the worse it gets.
They're just like bots or something, or they're like locusts. I mean,
They are. They're like locusts.
Yeah, we post something and they're all over it. John does not have Telegram. John
I am
does
not on
have
Telegram.
he is not going to respond like that to anything. There is no time. But every day, at least one person says, "Hey, I don't think this is true, but is this John? I got a message
Are
from
you?
John."
Yeah.
No, you did not. He doesn't do that. He doesn't have time to do that. Not happening. Unless you
No.
know him as a friend, he's not going to randomly just send you a message. It's not
No,
going to
so
happen.
we have a guy in the office. He's been there on and off for a long time, named Martin Breaux, Breaux, and he's been answering for me because I don't even have to. You see how much we travel around. I don't even have time to answer the questions about whether or not this is legit. Okay, so I don't have a Telegram account. I'm not communicating with you late at night.
He's not asking you for a date because he's very married and very happy.
I'm very married. I'm happy.
Enough already.
I'm happy. Yeah.
I mean,
So
till death do us part. So bye
so
bye,
these
losers.
people,
Just saying.
scammers, cut it out. Just cut it out.
And here's the other thing. Now they're offering a piece of John's business.
What?
You didn't know that one. So a few people have said, I got an offer about getting into John's business, having a cut of it if I invest. No.
Oh my gosh.
We're not doing
no,
that.
No.
Nothing
Don't
like
do
that.
it.
These people, all they want to do is grab your money, whether it's $5, $5,000. One lady said that they scammed her out of what, 20 grand or something?
That was a lot, but I mean, come on.
Insanity. John doesn't do any of that. John has his Facebook page. It's pretty much the only place. And there's one. That's it.
That's right. You can get to any legitimate place you can get to on my app. So go to the store, go to the App Store. It's free. It'll work on your Android. It'll work on your iPhone. It'll work. I think you can get to it on your desktop, your laptop too. It's called John Schneider. It's a portal that'll take you to Instagram, Facebook, the store, Cineflix, where you can watch the movies. It'll take you every legitimate place. If it's not on the app, I don't have it. Okay, so it really is upsetting when I go
Nonstop.
to read. We do a wonderful post or something, and all the posts about Jamie and Brittany's wedding the other night, about every third response had a scam in there, pretending to be my children, pretending to be me, pretending to be my new publicist, saying, hey, I just talked with John and maybe you can be. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm starting to sound like Captain Kirk. Don't. Spock, don't do it. I'm a rocket man.
Do you like William Shatner?
Yeah.
You met him before, right?
Yes, I've met him. I think he's hysterical. I love what he does. He's he's 90-something years old.
I'd be grumpy at 90. I'm grumpy sometimes now.
I'd be happy I made it that far. Yeah, I think he's a very interesting guy. He's an interesting guy. But where do we go? Oh, he was not at the event. We just did a Comic-Con in Ontario, California. I can't believe we're going back to California already. Oh.
All the gold in California is in a
Larry, Steve, and Rudy, bank in the middle of Beverly Hills, and somebody else's name. So we did Comic-Con in Ontario, California, got to see my Smallville friends again. Not John Glover. John was not there this time, but Tom Welling was there. Michael Rosenbaum was there. Erica Durance was there, which was great. Haven't seen Erica in a while. She was Lois Lane. And it was a blast. Really,
And
really
the new
good time.
Superman movie's coming out. I think it's July 11th.
You think so?
I think. So there's more.
I'm just Tom Welling is Superman for me. I'm sorry. He's Clark Kent anyway. I don't know if he's Superman.
Well, look, I have to go with Christopher Reeve. I can't help it, but I do love Henry Cavill and Tom Welling. But the rest of them, I didn't quite.
Who was the one that was
Yeah.
right there with us? Was it Tom?
He was nice
No.
though.
What's he's a nice
name?
guy.
Brandon Routh.
Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah, very nice.
See, he
guy.
was right in there in the kind of Smallville Superman world with us. Ernie Hudson was there. Ernie and I did a movie called Dune Beat together years ago. Of course, he was there representing Who You Gonna Call?
Ghostbusters.
Right. So he was great. He's always such a wonderful, sweet soul. We saw some other people there that were great. It's always fun to do one of those events, especially when it's well run. And this one was well run. They had beautiful, wonderful food in the green room. You know, and a lot of times it's not the case. A lot of times it's granola bars and cold coffee. Well, we want to thank the promoters of the Ontario Comic Con because they actually had a hot pasta bar where they had a couple of stations there where they were whipping up hot pasta
Whip
with
it
pesto,
up.
and it was
No,
great.
no, no. Whip it
Crack
good.
that whip! Ooh, it's storming
No,
out
no.
there.
Boy, the storms. What's with the weather? Please, universe, give Eastern Kentucky a break. London,
Oh my
Kentucky
gosh,
got
Somerset,
hit, and it was right
Somerset
down
and
the
London.
road from Hazard, and just like leave them
We
alone.
feel so. We
and John's performing in Somerset,
we
27.
pray for you folks who lost your homes and for you folks who lost people. That was a
Yeah, a
terrible,
lot of
terrible
people.
time. Yeah. Yeah, the weather through the Kentucky region has been really, really bad. Just for the last year, it's been
Yeah,
relentless.
even the Derby. It rained on the Derby, which was fine.
did, yeah,
You know,
yeah, but it was
we're
just-
fine
that
with
was just
but-
rain. There was no
but people
tornado.
didn't lose their homes and
their lives.
and their lives
No, it was,
and everything.
awful.
You know, it's terrible.
Awful time. But on a lighter note, we sure are enjoying talking with you. We're glad. We're sorry this podcast was a little late. But like I said, we were traveling and couldn't get here in time.
I'm just
So
traveling, man.
we're trying it a new way. We're actually doing this live
Do-do-do-do-do.
on Vimeo and then sending Tony the link, and then he'll add some pictures and things in the intro. And so hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully all this will work. You know, it looks like a beautiful day out back.
Isn't it weird?
It's just not so
what
much over
we're
the
looking
trees.
at is- no,
The
they're-
trees are doing this outside the window.
Very windy, rainy.
But we hope that you are doing well. We hope that you are enjoying your. Is it summer yet officially?
No.
No. Never mind.
Summertime.
Vote for summer. Hopefully you're enjoying
Vote for
your
summer.
spring, as much as we are.
But Memorial Day is coming up.
Oh, that's right. We got a big sale at the store,
In
Memorial Day
days.
sale. So you'll see if you're on the mailing list, then you'll get a special code for that. If you're not, you can get on the mailing list by downloading the app. You know, you download the app and you put your name in there and you put your email address, and then boom, you'll be on a list to be the first people to know about anything
And if
that's
there's
happening at the
something you
store.
would like at the store, something you would like us to add, just say the word. You know, and we'll try it to make it work.
Yeah, we got some new things because of that. We've got a new pink and gray camo 01 hat.
And it's pretty.
It's good looking hat, and it's been selling like crazy. We also have an American flag 01 hat that I don't think it's in the store yet, but I think it'll be there next week.
It's really pretty.
I don't want to do the pre-order thing because when you order something, you want it, right? So I ordered something online about a month and a half ago, and they assured me it would be mailed out, and I've gotten it. And that actually aggravates me. So I don't want to be the part of your aggravation. I want to be part of your, oh my gosh, look, I got it already. So be on the lookout for that. We just got in More to Die For, which is terrific. That movie has been doing very, very well, and I thank you for all of your comments about it, especially as we come up to
July 4th.
Happy Birthday, America. It's important. It's important that we celebrate our country. It's important that we celebrate our flag. It's important that we participate in the process. So if you have a problem with your representation, let them know. If, and here's something nobody does, if you appreciate your representation, let them know that. Say, hey, we like what you're doing, we're glad we voted for you, and we'll do it again if given the opportunity. So let people know that they're doing a good job, especially law enforcement. Give law enforcement an attaboy. Give your firefighters an attaboy, because I tell you what, those folks they are right there, especially in Somerset, Kentucky, and Hazard, and in London. The first people on the scene are usually the firefighters. So let them know.
Tough job.
Yep.
And you know, John and I, on another note, are you done with that part?
Yeah.
And thank you, firefighters and police officers. You're
Yep.
great. I love you.
Yep.
So John and I try to have movie nights. We try to alternate. Like he picks a movie, I pick a movie, we go back and forth. So it's fun. And John picked The Manchurian Candidate, and I was totally blown away. Did we mention that before last week?
Nope, I don't think so.
I didn't think we did either.
I think we were going to
That-
watch it.
Yeah, that was something and I was like, wow. And it was amazing. I had not seen him before because I had been involved in politics in the past. And I saw him like, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, now this is the Angela Lansbury,
Yeah, the
Frank
older one.
Sinatra, James
It
Gregory
was really good.
Manchurian Candidate. It's quite wonderful. The new one, loved Denzel Washington, but the new one, it was just a Manchurian Candidate in name only. That was all. So get it if you get a chance. Watch that. It's on Amazon Prime. It's really thought provoking.
Really. And then we saw a difficult movie to watch that I
Oh, my
recommended. I can't even remember where we got there, why I recommended it, because I remembered it was difficult to watch, but I
Oh.
didn't remember how difficult. It was The Talented Mr. Ripley. Ah,
Wow.
that was because there was some scam or something on TV or whatever.
That's
I'm
one of
like,
those movies that'll
that
stick
movie,
with you.
That movie is rough, but I mean, it was well done. They
It
were all
was very
great.
well
The actors
done.
were all great.
Yeah, Matt Damon did a great job.
It was like, oh, we have to go to sleep
Jude
right after
Law
this.
did a great job, but it was terrific. It was one of those rare movies where bad things were not happening to bad people.
Yeah.
Bad things were happening to good people, and this guy was forging signatures and pretending to be people he wasn't. This was, and in my book, people who do things like
killing
that,
people, murdering
who
people.
yeah.
Like hitting them over the head, murdering people, and he was going to murder Gwyneth Paltrow too. And
Oh, it
didn't
was
work
terrible,
out. Oh.
terrible. Anyway, but
Disturbing,
they did a great
but
job.
Good movie. If you like that kind of thing, I prefer happier movies.
I like
but it
happy
was
movies
good.
too,
But it was
but I
good.
do like movies where bad things happen to bad people. I made one. I do not recommend you seeing it because you like my lighter side, but I made one called Four to Go, where very bad things happen to very bad
And speaking
people.
of Superman,
Dean
Dean
Cain
Cain
is
was
in
a bad
that.
guy, but some people need killing.
He
right?
was pushed. Yeah, he was not a bad guy.
He was pushed.
He was a good guy, and he said one of the first lines in it are sometimes, due to circumstances beyond their control, good people are forced to do very
Yeah,
bad
I'm going
things.
to take that back. He was not a bad guy. He just was in a very bad circumstance.
He was he's a
Yeah, he
tough
was good,
guy.
though. He was
He's
really
really
good.
good in it. Really good in it. Language is atrocious, and believe me, bad things happen to these people.
Yeah, don't
but I
put
think that's
the
how it
little
should happen.
kiddos. No.
Don't you? Don't you think bad things should happen to bad people? Like the guy that killed the couple
yeah.
last night. I think a very
That guy.
bad thing should happen to him, and I think quickly.
Yeah,
I think
terrible.
we need to prosecute these folks that are getting in the way of Trump's / our agenda. Right? We are getting what we voted for. At least I am. And if
Well,
you're
I think
not,
the
then
Big Beautiful Bill
vote a
went
different
through.
way.
I
Did the
think-
Big Beautiful Bill
well,
go through?
the House, I think, voted it through. I think it was
Okay.
the House, but it has to get through the Senate too. So who
Uh-oh,
knows?
we have a low battery warning
Oh,
here.
no.
Yep, we have a low battery warning.
How low?
Low
How
enough.
low
How can you go? How low do I
Can
have
you
a
go?
plug? Keep talking, baby. I'm going to go
Low
find a plug.
Rider, don't drive too
How
fast.
did you get...
By what? War? Isn't it called War?
Yep.
So we also want to thank again Mayor Bob of Madison because he really helped us put together the kickoff of the Happy Birthday America
Pardon
tour.
my shorts, y'all. I have shorts on.
That's okay. Shorts
Keep
are
talking,
good.
baby.
Shorts are good. But we are really excited about that. He pushed it through. That was wonderful. And we're just excited about it. So again, I said this before, but send in your ideas. If you want to be a part and go, hey, I've got this barn. I have a bartender, or I've got this bowling alley.
be an actual venue where you can plug in
Well, that's what I mean. I mean like a party barn. I don't mean like the barn in the back 40 that, there is no electricity. I mean for events.
Yeah.
Even I would be even open to someone's house, but it had to be a good one, meaning like plenty of room. A bowling alley, whatever. I mean, because America's like that. People
Someone's
love to bowl,
house? We
people
can't
love
bring
to
the
dance.
band to someone's house. What are you talking?
What are you talking
kind
about?
of trouble are you getting us into here?
We say yes or no. It is our decision. So, if they
We're
have,
plugged in. We're good. We only have 9 minutes left.
if they have a beautiful home that is sort of a say Kid Rock's like, come to my house. Well, he's got an estate. We would do that, right?
Sure.
I'm just saying that we're open to whatever. Likely it's a no until it's a yes.
I'm never going to get up to get a plug for this computer again. That's it.
And send your pictures and send your tapes to P.O. Box 69, Madison, Indiana 47250 if you want to be in the show, because there's very little time left to be considered. I'm just saying. Well, you got up.
But I'm not up. Now I'm sitting here now. My gosh, 8 minutes left.
Okay, well then go ahead if you don't like what I'm saying.
I don't know what to say now. Are you leaving now?
Yeah, you go for it. You take it over for a few minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna get another drink. Do you want
I don't
all?
want any more. No, no,
Okay.
thank you.
I'm only getting a little bit.
So,
Famous last words.
famous last words. So I hope you could see that we have a good time. And, having a good time
We're gonna have a good time.
is a choice. Oh my God. Tonight's gonna be,
Good time.
So it's a choice. Things happen. Things happen. And then, you then have a choice and you have to make the best of it, right? But this is great. We have a wonderful, wonderful time. I laugh every day.
Don't throw bouquets at me. I know it seems like I'm drunk, but I'm not. I want to be, but I'm not.
You what?
Oh, and you know what? Some people criticize.
I've got the camera here.
You guys shouldn't drink so much. Well, then don't watch the podcast.
It is called Drinks with Dee Dee and
Yeah.
John.
And we're in the liquor business, so if you don't like it, move on down the road. Watch the
He's on down the
Watch
road.
the religious channel. That's fine. Or the golf channel, or the
That's
fishing
big
channel. Or
Boy,
watch,
that's good. People are going to love that.
or no, but the people that are judgmental, kind of like, I thought you were to you.
Oh, I know.
I
that
thought
just
you were a
drives me
Christian.
crazy.
You
Yeah,
shouldn't be drinking. And I'm like, clearly you've not been in the Catholic Church, because if you go into a Catholic church, in the back, the Knights of Columbus, they've got all kinds of liquor going on. So it depends what church you go to. I'm right. Now, Baptists, they kind of don't drink usually, but that's fine. That's their choice. But don't judge John. Usually they pick on you about it. I don't know why. But you're like, I thought you were a Christian. You shouldn't be drinking.
I am. And I tell him this. I tell him, if I'm not supposed to
Okay.
drink, then Jesus would have turned wine into water, not the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
Deal with it. So, Jesus loves me too much for me to drink cheap wine.
Jesus loves me, this I know.
How in the world did we get onto this? So we hope that you have a good time. We hope that you make great choices, and that one of them is to smile and to laugh and to live a life full of joy.
We do.
And we do.
We're
we
happy
do.
every day. Maybe not every
Even
minute,
though-
every day, because things happen.
things happen.
Like you get a flat tire. Oh, and by the way, thank you, Cunningham Campers, because you're working on our camper. Or it's not a camper, but you know what I mean. They don't want. It's called Cunningham Campers, but we have a
They've
really
been great.
beautiful RV, and
been great.
we're getting it situated where Honey tell them about the Raptor.
So it'll be able to tow the Raptor. Because so far, everywhere we've gone, we haven't had a tow vehicle. So we wind up, like we spent all that time in Vegas. Excuse me. And every time we went out, we had to take an Uber car, unless we walked. It was about a mile, maybe a mile and a half, to the restaurant we like to go to at the Silverton.
That was good.
But we
They were
didn't have
nice
a
there.
vehicle. We didn't have a vehicle to be able to drive ourselves around. So now we will, and we want to thank Cunningham Campers for that. Also for fixing. Remember, we had the blowout.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot of wonky stuff under there. They got that all fixed, and as soon as we get back from California, we're going to go from well, we're going to go from Kansas City back to here. Then we're going to go to get the camper and to learn how to attach the Raptor to the back of the motorhome, because it's tricky. You know, it's not, you don't just hook it up and go. You know, it's you need to learn how to do that the proper way, because don't want to wreck that. Don't want to wreck that Raptor.
me.
Bless you,
Thank you.
because it was my birthday present, right?
And it's a good one.
My birthday present, the Raptor,
The
right?
Raptor.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It really is.
Beautiful.
It's been fun. It's been really fun. I've driven it some, and it's fun to drive. I was a little worried about the wheels are gigantic. So I was like, oh
Ginormous.
my gosh, can I like, drive this? But it's really great to drive.
It's a little
a
tricky
lot
to
of
park.
fun.
It's a little tricky
It
to
is
park.
tricky to park, and I'm a terrible parker. But
And we want to thank Tim Short and the folks there in
Oh, yeah.
Hazard,
They're
because
great.
we had a something happen, and all of a sudden some fault lights came on, some
Oh,
yellow
yeah.
lights came on.
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, so it still drove fine, but it wouldn't do
But with
a
new
couple of
cars,
things.
that happens. And,
Yeah,
you know.
but so they came while we were doing the movie. They came and they got it
They
in
came
Kentucky.
to Lexington, took it like 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know what? I can refer you to Lexington for, but no. We're going to come and get it and take care of it ourselves.
So we want to fix it ourselves. Yeah,
That's
so they did.
Customer service.
Yep.
Thank you.
So if you're in the market for a Ford, they have a lot of other things though too. Tim Short has a lot of dealerships. At least consider them. Go check them out. If you got a motorhome, or if you're you're thinking about getting a motorhome or a cab over camper or a trailer, then certainly Cunningham there. And where are they? Is it Lexington? No.
No,
they're in
Jeffersonville.
Indiana.
They're
right?
Jeffersonville.
Jeffersonville, Indiana.
And today they were supposed to get the final part to put everything together.
Oh, great.
But we're taking off. So anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll get it all done.
Yep.
But they've
so,
been great.
And then once you find people you trust in the car business, in the motorhome business, in the truck business, a plumber, an electrician,
Oh, my
once you
gosh.
find someone that you trust, continue to give them your business. Okay?
And guess what? We did
I
find
don't know.
someone to do our back porch.
We did.
This door back here is to our beautiful back porch. It's
Where
really
we usually
lovely.
do the podcast, but it's a little chilly right
we wanted
now.
to be bigger. So John is all about it. He wants to be bigger. I said, you know what? That's great.
That's a little misleading. There's a porch that's screened in, and then there's a roof that you can go out and walk on.
No, honey, it's a great idea.
Yeah. So it's so the roof is not really usable space right now because there's no railing.
I mean,
around
we
it.
use it, but
So
you know.
but you probably shouldn't.
We shouldn't go all the way to the edge.
It's a roof without a railing.
And John put his
So-
electrocution suit out there, the shirt and the shorts, and it blew off on the roof to the rooftop of the other neighbor. And then John asked, "Do you have a fishing pole?" I said, "I don't." But he was going to take the fishing pole and the line and get.
Oh, look
the
at that. We're
shirt
almost out of time.
and do this or whatever. But we didn't have one. But I think we should have a fishing pole in case his clothes fly over there again.
We'll have a railing. It won't happen like that anymore.
It could go through the railing.
Also, one of our chair pillows flew over there too.
It did.
So yeah. Oh well,
So, yeah,
these things
the
happen.
railing can be helpful with that.
Anyway, we're having a great time with our lives. Hope you're having a great time with your life. If not, then make a change. Make a change so that you can have a great time. But for goodness sake, if you're forging checks and pretending to be somebody you're not, don't do that anymore. Just watch the talented Mr. Ripley.
Well,
And,
that's more Catch Me If You Can. That's.
Oh, yeah,
Leonardo
that's true.
DiCaprio. He did like the counterfeit money and all that. Just But in other words, treat people the right way. I mean,
Treat
if
people
they're
the way you
mean,
want to be treated.
That's different. But if they're your friends and your family, be nice.
Be nice. Because
And
nice
if they're
things
bad,
happen
it's
to
better
good
just
people.
to walk away if you
Bad
can.
things happen to bad people. So anyway,
Now, was that Dean Cain?
that was Dean Cain had that first line. It's a great line. Sometimes, due to circumstances beyond their control, good people are forced to do very bad things. It's
And
a great
we-
line.
It
and,
is.
And then also, what does she say? You're not very good bad guys. It's a pretty funny line.
That is funny.
Thank you.
I want to do a toast to Donnell Dadigan. I
Gotta
know we
give me a
mentioned
little
her
bit of that.
before, but we are going out to LA, and she is hosting Ruta Lee, and she's been such a lovely mentor to me. And I just want to say that because people go through difficult times, but there are those people that are there for you no matter what. And
Yep.
she is. Love you, Donnell Dadigan. DD1. I'm DD2.
Yep.
And this
Speaking
is
of those people,
the
Lon
most
McWhorter.
wonderful- Oh yeah.
We're praying for your dad, praying for your dad passed away, so we're praying for you. We're praying for your
you.
mental health. We love Tammy, and there goes the. How can I turn that off? There we go.
The X. Oh.
So
yeah.
Lon, thank you for everything. Tammy, thank you for everything during rough times. Thank you for holding up our dear friend Lon. We love you, and we will see you next week on
Drinks with Didi.
And John. That's how we're supposed to do it. I'm supposed to be an afterthought.
Okay, do it again. You
What?
do it. You say drinks with.
And stay tuned next week. We'll have another exciting episode of Drinks with Dee Dee.
And John.
No, it's supposed to be like. Do it again.
You do it. You have to
No,
start.
I'll do the funny part.
I've got to scratch. Just a minute. Okay. So, next time, Drinks with Didi.
And John.
We love you guys. I
Bye.
love you too.
Bye.
See you next time.